almost got my personality. Watching something where this guy's saying, we've reached a time, and I thought, reached a time when, how many times have we heard this? And just, it's being said again and again. We've reached a time, we've reached this part in history, we reached a time where, and it's like, wow, things are moving pretty fast now. Every day we've reached a new time. Maybe we're finally starting to pay attention to it. Whereas before, those days just fucking melded all together. What happened in the last 30 years? You were drunk and going to work, day in, day out, same story, nothing new. There goes 30 years, but all of a sudden, all kinds of shit's going on. We might be reaching a crisis situation. Something's going to happen, not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, but something's going to fucking happen. And the other thing isn't going to be anymore. However that works, I don't know. I do know that during quarantine, they didn't shut down the liquor stores, and that's what got me through. I would have fucking been a maniac, probably. One of these people on the streets, hoping a deer walks out in front of me, because the wildlife was so free and alive at the time. They were like, all the people are staying home. There's room to walk across the road. They flourished, and then they opened up the fucking quarantine, shut it down, and said, everybody out, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, go, 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 it's Friday. And they just fucking ran all those animals down. The animals, some of them were born not even knowing that they had to be fucking afraid of us. So we've reached a time when, the guy says, war is real-time video. And as he said that, we all come to understand that, but to hear it said, as he said that, we get to see war in real time. You know, I said, this is the biggest thing since Vietnam. All of a sudden there were news reporters, Dan Rather and people like that. I don't know who else. The most trusted man in America was sitting in an office in New York, probably a CB. I don't know where the fuck he was. And the second most trusted man in America was probably drunk with a hooker. Oh, come on, man. You don't have to compliment me and say I am the second most trusted man. How did we know we were talking about the same thing? I don't even know what that year was. That's the year I was born. So they had videos of Vietnam. Nobody'd seen anything like it, you know? It was on the nightly news. It was fucking in your face, in your face, in your face. And people would watch this stuff and they say, ah. And you'd have the old timers, whoever, not even old timers, you have one side, that's the better way to put it, but it seemed, from what I hear, to be old timers against the fucking young hippies. I ain't no goddamn hippie. I'm a bit too aggressive for that. But so, yeah, you had enough people that were seeing things for the first time with their own eyes, you know, really, other than propaganda videos from World War II. Maybe Korea, I don't know, I wasn't around then. They get angry. They look for peace. With their anger, they all become hippies and all that stuff. And the whole world changes. Whole world changed. It happens every once in a while. Mostly in the last 30 years, probably 20 years, the biggest change that happened in our world in the US of A is fashion. It's like, oh shit, I gotta keep up. And oh, this is fucking awful. Ooh. Oh, the horror. The horror. So you got a lot of peace and stuff. I mean, I think it was just, I can't even say. All I know is it seems different now that we get to see war in real time. We're just moving against each other, you know. You want to see war in real time? Go fight. Go fight. That's the best view. I'm so glad Major Temple isn't watching this. He's the one person in the military that I feel like really wouldn't want him to see this.